You are live. Hey, everybody. Hey. Hey, single moms. Hashtag single moms level up. My name is Bess Parks. I am the founder of the Single Moms Level Up. I'm the founder of Single Moms Level Up and the Single Moms um, Club private Facebook group. Let me push that down. Um, I'm just gonna come on, y'all, and let y'all know I've been having a rough week. I've been having a rough week, and I'm getting myself back together. So I'm actually going to use. Oh, that's white. Hold on a minute. I'm going to use this here. Okay, you can't see that. Let me. Uh, uh, okay, it's too white and the light is too bright. But anyway, I'm going to use this here. This is one of the things that is in the Single Moms Queen kit. My face is very shiny right now. So I need to get some of that shine off. You know what I'm saying? It is blazing hot out here in Houston, Texas. Matter of fact, I think one of the reports said if you don't need to be outside, don't go outside. Just don't. Stay inside. Stay hydrated, but stay inside. Um, but it's very hot. I'm going to put this mic down real quick and show you how this works. This is the thing that I was trying to tell you yesterday when we talked about what was in the Single Mom Queen Kit. With the Queen Kit giveaway that happens once a month during this event that we do once a month in the Single Moms Club, which is broadcast in the Single Moms Club. And the giveaway is only in the Single Moms Club. So you have to be a part of the Single Moms Club to have an opportunity to win the Single Mom Queen Kit giveaway. It is a box of self love, a box with some self care, and a box with some encouraging words. And it's things that if they don't work for you, give them to another single mom. There's no strings attached. This is just something from me to you, one single mom to the other, which is what we need to do as single moms is support one another. Whether it be just a kind word, whether it be just a check in and call, say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? You all right? You good? Or just, walking past that other single mom's desk and dropping a little something something on her desk for her to help take care of herself because you see she's going through some stuff. No words to be said. Just put it on her desk and keep walking. You know, and she doesn't have to say nothing. You know the signs. You know what it looks like when you're going through something, and you get quiet, or that person at work that is usually very boisterous and outgoing. You know what their norm is because we spend 40 hours a week with them, which is a lot of time. We spend 40 hours a week with them, 5 days a week. And we know what their norm is. And so when something's off and you've had a conversation, you have a relationship, a working relationship. So you're like work friends, and something's off, help them out, do something, put a little note on their desk, tell them it's gonna be okay. You don't even have to ask what it is. You could just be of um encouragement to another single mom. There's single moms all around you that you may know. And we can't just keep to ourselves and just do our job and not talk to nobody. you know Life is about relationships. It's about relationships, and that's also what the topic is for today. But relationships with other people, including our kids' father, if that's possible. We need to have a relationship with them, give them opportunities to do things. But I want to show you this real quick. I'm going to put the mic down so you should still be able to hear me, just not quite as up close and personal. But anyway, so this mhm, yep. Oh my gosh. Okay. The top opens right here, and it's a little tube, and it's got these little things in here, these little dots that I think look like razzles. I don't know if you know that candy, or if I just totally dated myself, but there's some candy called Razzles. These look just like Razzles, so make sure if you don't eat these, But and on the outside it says what it is. It's a disposable washcloth. So I have a clear bowl so that you guys can see what happens when you add water to it. You don't need a bowl for this. I did this at work one time on my lunch because it was hot and I was glowing, like I'm kind of glowing right now. But you put water on it, you see it growing. Oh my gosh. So till it does that, you don't really need this much water. Well, that kind of helped to get it unraveled. Um, Let me move this here. I want you guys to be able to see this. I need to cover up my keyboard so I don't get any water on it. But so it's like this. You saw how small it was on my hand. Um, it unravels, unfolds, 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 and now it's a whole washcloth. Look at that, bigger than my hand. Started out as a little dot, and now you pour some water on it. It's a washcloth, disposable washcloth, bigger than my hand. Um, oh gosh, oh, that feels really good. Feels really good. So not as shiny. I still have the glow, but I'm not as shiny. But anyway, you could use those for yourself. You can use it for your babies. It's small enough to put it in your purse, to leave it in your car. Um, I know when my kids were young, I had a backpack in the back of the car. I had a backpack that I would keep in the trunk of the car, and it had like first aid kit, you know, things like that, tissue, allergy medicine, whatever. And so I would put the backpack, in the car and refill it and whatever, and keep that backpack in the car. Also, I would keep a small little igloo with water in it. Uh, I think that's something I started doing when we came to Texas because it's so freaking hot in here, hot here in Texas. This year, I think we about to walk through some fire, y'all. We about to walk through some fire here in Texas, because today in the car, because I went to a doctor's appointment with my daughter. We looked at the. She pointed to the temperature on the car, and the car said it was 111. The heat was dry, and that's not normal for Texas, but it was a dry, hot, uh, searing heat today. And she grabbed some water, I grabbed some water, but I think I'm gonna this summer. I think I need to pull the little igloo out that holds about 6 bottles of water in it, and start keeping that in my car again, so that we always, have something to keep hydrated. And just put one of those little packs in there that you put from the freezer in there to keep it cool. So it's cold water. I don't really generally like cold water, but I like room temperature water. And from what I understand, it doesn't matter how you drink the water, just as long as you drink the water. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, today is day 4. Day 4 of You Are Not the Father event. What is this event all about? We've been talking about how we as single moms are not the father, and we need to not try to make up for the father not being there in our children's lives on a daily basis, 24/7. Let me pick up the mic so you can hear me better. I just saw the light on and was like, wait, I need to pick that up. But we need to not try to make up for that other person not being there. Yes, mom guilt is so real. It's so real. Um, I'm gonna move the screen again. But mom guilt is so real, and a very real emotional thing. But we need to unpack it before we react out of it, as single moms, because sometimes us overdoing stuff does not help the children, doesn't help us, to address and to work through whatever it is that we're feeling. What it is putting a band-aid on top of something that's going to show up later on in life. And we don't want to do that. We want to prepare our kids mentally, spiritually, you know, everyday life. Want to prepare them for what they have coming, as far as going out and being adults themselves. So know that, or I've learned that words. I've been given words to this. Is that kids are catch more of what they do and learn from us than what we say. So a lot of their lessons are caught and not taught. So if our actions and our words don't match, our kids are more likely to do what we're doing rather than what we're saying. So a lot of times when we look at our kids, we could see exactly what we were doing, and they are reacting out of what they saw us doing. That's not to say that everything they do is because of something we did. That is not to say that. Um, not to say that, because there's situations that your child makes a decision to do something and has absolutely nothing to do with you. It was their decision. So we just, as their guides and as their parents, just need to be aware that they do a lot of what we do and not what we say. And that's the lessons that they learn. That's the habits that they pick up, the way that they do things, and also the hurts. That's where some of their hurts come from. Um, we will be, as humans, we all have hurts, habits, and hangups from the past. I got that little saying from Celebrate Recovery, which is a program that's usually run through churches, and it's it talks about it. That, hey, as Christians, doesn't mean we're perfect. We still got hurts, habits, and hangups that we got to work through and work out, throughout our lives. And it doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It just means that you're human. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. I heard that from Iana Fanzant, who is one of my uh, uh, favorite authors. I used to read, my sister and I used to read her books um, back in the day. My relationship with my sister was sisterly. It was sisterly, two emotional, women. It was a sisterly relationship. It was, but don't say nothing. We had that love-hate relationship. But don't say nothing about my sister, because I'm gonna buck up on you. Okay. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, but my relationship with me and my sister, and what I miss most about with her, is that when we were on that love train together and sisterly love, we would sit on the couch, and this is our childhood home. We would sit on this couch, and it was a long um that had to be an 8-foot couch, 7 or 8 foot long couch, because my sister and I would both fit on that couch. She would be sitting at, sitting down with legs up on the couch on one end, and I would be sitting up on the other end. Mind you, we would also take naps on that couch and lay down completely, both on that couch. I just would be on the inside, she would be on the outside, or vice versa. But anyway, we would sit on that couch, and we would have summer reading uh I call 'em marathons. So we would get two good books. We would go to the bookstore and go to the bookstore and buy some books. She would, she's like, "Oh, I want to buy this book," and I was like, "I want to buy this book, but I want that too." So we would both buy two separate books. We'd sit there, we'd read through those books. We'd finish reading, switch books, and then read those books, and that's what we would do for the summer. That was just one of our things. They now call that summer reading program for the kids in school. But that was something that my sister and I used to do, generally in the summertime. I don't know why it was always in the summertime, but my sister was like almost 8 years older than me. and so there's a large age difference in there, and then school and learning and all that stuff. Maybe that's why we did it in the summertime. Um, and then plus my mom was a teacher, so she didn't, she did introduce us to reading. She introduced us to a lot of things in life. She took us on trips. She took us to the museum. She took us to all these places, and I really thought that all the kids used to do this. I thought every family did this, but my mom made it a point that we got exposed to a lot of different things, especially things of the arts. And with my mom being a teacher, she knew what was going on, and that the eventually fine arts would be taken out of the schools. But she had grown up that way, and so she was passing on that to my sister and I. So we used to go to plays, um, the museum. We would go to festivals. Um, I remember we went to the Renaissance Fair. We would go to the county fair. She made sure that we got out and we did things, and were introduced to different cultures and things of the sort. I remember her taking us to Chinatown, and her speaking some of the language. I also remember when my mom did have a cleaning lady come in at one time, and she spoke only Spanish. I didn't know my mother spoke Spanish, but my mother spoke Spanish to this woman and was able to talk to her. And I was like, "What? When my mama learned some Spanish?" Well, she learned it because she was a whole person before she even had me. And my mom had her kids late as well, in her 30s, just like I did. And and I know a lot of times my kids don't realize some of the things that I know, and they at times wonder how you know that. I was like, well, dude, I was, alive 3 decades before you got here, and experienced some things. But I have done the same with my kids, and taught them and took them to events, and introduced them to the arts, and took one both my kids to a play, and two plays and stuff, and like at church as well, and to social events. Um Relationships are important, and we have to um care for them and participate in them. So we can't say that that person doesn't do this and that person doesn't do that. Everybody's going to do things differently, and everybody is their own individual self, and they may not respond and react the way that we expect them to, but we still have to offer them an opportunity to um, have a relationship with us, and that or a relationship with their children, and encourage that if it is a healthy thing. Sometimes, because of our past hurts and hangups, we encourage relationships that we probably shouldn't have, um, with somebody that is not ready to be the father. and we may some of our decision, we're not aware of that until after we've done made that decision, and now we start seeing the outcome of that decision, and it was not a good decision. So how do we self correct that? We can't necessarily take it back because it happened. So we have to acknowledge it, allow it to be talked about, allow it to be talked out, and offer whatever help that we can in how it can be rectified, how it can be um, accepted and changed in the mind as a mindset to release the heart. Because when we have bad relationships or we see bad relationships, it messes with our heart and how we love ourselves, how we love other people. Um, Knowing that I always told my kids, I still love your dad. We just don't get along. We don't belong together. You know, we're not for each other, which is weird to say now that I'm thinking about it and saying it. Um, that's a weird thing to say, that I love him, but I don't like him. But it happens, it happens. And it's not really a bad thing. He's got to stay over there in his lane, and I got to stay in mine. Um, and that's just what works. recently, a way to describe how our relationship was when we were together was there's a movie called Hancock with Will Smith. And I was like, that's me and my kid's dad. It's just too intense between me and him that we tear up the atmosphere, and everything around us gets tore up. Things just don't, go cock. Just crazy, when we're together. But when we're apart, we seem to do so much better. We're so much better apart. And move in different ways, and more positive, and effective, and prosperous ways. So that's so be it. That's the way it is. But know that relationships are important. Community is important. Some the reason why Single Moms Level Up came about, and the Single Moms Club, was that I found that when I was looking for a community of single moms that would understand what I'm going through, not a singles thing where it's just singles, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. Internet and all this, all the social media and all that stuff was not around when my son was born back in 2000. It was around, but it wasn't being used how it is now, where things are being offered for help, and encouragement and whatever else. I couldn't find them. So, um, when the pandemic happened, and I was sitting in a car at the food bank that's close to me, that I was receiving, assistance there. I just had a moment where I was like, doggone it, look at all these people that need help. Because all the lines would start filing in, and as they're getting ready to start passing out the food and everything. I was like, look at all these. And then I happened to be looking for a single mom support group, basically. And it came back to me that one of the movies that I do like is the Single Moms Club by Tyler Perry. So I watched that movie, and I was excited to go see the movie, and was like, wow, the Single Moms Club, that sounds really, that's right up my alley, because I'm the single mom of two. And I was like, okay, I can't wait to go see that. I took myself out on a date to go see that, and got myself a little something something to eat. And after I watched that movie, I was so excited, and I waited till the credits went by and all that stuff, and was hoping that there was really, like for real, there was a single moms club that existed. And so I went in my car, and opened up my cell phone and everything, and searched for it, and it didn't exist. I was like, what? It just came up with the movie, and I was like, oh. There really isn't a single moms club. I was so disappointed, y'all. I was so disappointed. And excuse me, my throat's dry. Okay. So I was so disappointed about that. Forgot about that, and fast forward to 2020, and it comes back up again. So I had God had given me this idea to start a single moms club. Start a single moms club, private Facebook group. In that group, share things with each other, share and talk through the things that we go through as single moms. So that's why, in when you request to join the single moms club, there's 3 questions on there, and I ask that you answer those questions honestly. We use that information to come up with the subjects for the events that we have on a monthly basis, to have the conversations that we're having. I just remembered I did not check, and we almost done with this session, to see to make sure y'all can hear me. That's I was just ready. I was ready, y'all. I was ready to get this all started, and I did not check to make sure. Okay. So yes, you guys can hear me. Okay. But I did not check to make sure that so I could see if there's any comments, and also to check to make sure you can hear me. Yes, this platform does have a microphone check, and I can check the microphone, but that's just my second backup make sure, because sometimes the feed might be slow or whatever's going on. But anyway, I wanted to tell you or invite you to this. This is where we're going to leave off. This is not for everybody, and I understand that it's not for everybody, but maybe if there's somebody that wants to go and that wants to go deeper and participate more with the Single Moms Club, um, we have an offer for you to come and participate in weekly sessions with us in the Single Moms membership group, the Single Moms Level Up membership group. It's a paid membership. And you could pay monthly, you could pay in 4 payments, you could pay yearly, and of course, you'll get savings if you choose the 4 payments or the yearly option. Plus, you also get another opportunity to win a Single Moms Queen kit through that too. Share my screen. And so I want to show you what you get for that. Don't get upset. Don't get your panties in a wad. Know that you don't have to do this. The Single Moms Club private Facebook group will be free and will remain free. Um, and post the monthly events, of course, and just the Single Moms Level Up membership will get you more access to the resources, to the replays after the monthly events are over. You'll have unlimited access to those replays. Um, you'll have unlimited access to weekly talks. So in the Single Moms Level Up membership, there will be weekly talks, y'all. We'll have weekly single mom talk sessions, and you'll have access to those things. The page is loading. You'll have, like I said, unlimited access to the monthly event replays. You'll have single mom event resources that will be available to you in the Single Moms Level Up membership group. Um, Paid membership group, you'll have access to that will be a running list of resources for you to go to, see, for you to do. Excuse me. It'll be there for you to, things that are on there are, like if you want to do some work at home opportunities for single moms, if you want to get your credit, get your credit right, learn how to budget and get your credit right. If you basically credit counseling. If you need counseling, period, the counseling, you'll get access to some counseling people as well. You'll get access to things like pallet flipping. I don't know if you know what that is. I might run a an event for that. That's something that single moms could do. That does obviously require money, but I can also show you how to get that money. You know what I'm saying? To pay for these things. I can help you out with that, or you could go to this reference, and she's a single mom, and she has all the resources for that available for you there. These are some of the things that are in the single moms. Um, Single mom event I didn't label that right. But anyway, single mom event resources, as well as just resources that I'm aware of. It's a running list that has all types of resources to things that can help you have side hustles, help you start a business, help you do drop shipping with Amazon. Um, all kinds of things for you to increase your income. Some of the things I have tried, some of the things I've not yet. Um, you'll also get a welcome gift package for becoming a member of Single Moms Level Up. The paid, for yeah, becoming a member of Single Moms Level Up. It says Single Moms Village on there because that's what we're creating with the Single Moms Level Up membership. Paid membership is a village for us to have some place to go and type in and support and encourage one another and have resources at our fingertips, literally at our fingertips, whether on our phone or our laptop. I know I'm probably going a little bit over, but this is worth it. You'll get first notice of the new single mom. What's in a new single mom queen box products, queen kit box products. You'll get 2 tickets to the live single moms conference. That conference is actually going to be next month. Y'all getting hearing that the first time here. It's going to be next month. It's going to be my birthday weekend. I want to spend it with single moms and helping other single moms um, to level up, y'all. And leveling up is just changing our perspective, gaining new information so that we can change our perspective or our views, and so that we can help ourselves, help our children, and help those that are a part of our communities, and help one another. So there's payment plans that are available. You can go to www.singlemomslevelup.com and check that out at any point in time during the rest of this event. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. We are done for the night. I'm not off as bad as I thought I was off as far as time. I'm just a minute over. That's a good thing. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing good. So I'm gonna go and hydrate some more and um get some rest. My grandson is with his dad for a few days as we celebrate my daughter's birthday. I'm about to have an 18-year-old and a 22-year-old. The 22-year-old will be turning 23 later this year. So my kids are now. I'm going to be the mom of young adults. This is a whole new thing for me, being a mom of young adults and not having to do everything, for them, not having to do as much for them. Not to say that I'll never do anything for them, but not to have to do as much for them, but just to be there as a support and to offer help when they ask for it. You know what I'm saying? When they ask for it, and sometimes as a surprise when they don't. But anyway, I want to say thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching the replay, for sharing, for posting your biggest takeaways, for being here, you guys, and being a part of Single Moms Level Up YouTube page, or being a part of the Single Moms Club private Facebook group. So once again, the rules for being a part and participating and having an opportunity to win a Single Mom Queen Kit is: one, you have to be a member of the Single Moms Club private Facebook group. Two, you have to not have won in the past 90 days. And three, you need to comment, post, or like or share or invite somebody in order to be um, put in the running and in the category of being a top contributor. And whoever is at the top of that list will be offered a single mom queen kit giveaway. And know that sometimes people don't respond to it. And I know in this world it's hard to believe that something is just free coming to your house, but it's real. I think what I'll do is I will post some of the recipients of the boxes. I'll post that actually on social media. Some of the people on social media, and I'll drop a post here as well. If you want to follow me on social media, Single Moms Level Up is the on Instagram, Single Moms Level Up on Facebook. There's the Single Moms Level Up YouTube page, which we are now participating a lot more on there, and also broadcasting this too. So much love, y'all. Hashtag Single Moms Level Up. Bye. See you guys tomorrow, day 5. Day 5. It's like bingo, day 5. Those bingo people are funny, especially the ones that really get into it. So, see you all next time. It's going to end the broadcast whenever it feels up to doing it. It's moving a little slow, moving a little